Hello everyone, and welcome back to the CompTIA A Plus 1101 and 1102 review question series. In this video, I'll be going over the review questions in Chapter 21. This chapter covers safety and environmental concerns. As always, remember to pause in between the videos to know which answer is the correct one. Okay, let's start this video. Question number 1. You have dropped a screw into a tight location of a computer. How should you retrieve it? A. Use a magnetic tip screwdriver. B. Use a magnetic grabber. C. Use a 3-pronged grabber. D. Shake the computer until it falls out. So which of these will be the best option? The answer here will be C. Use a 3-pronged grabber. A 3-pronged grabber should be used to retrieve the screw from the computer. Using a magnetic tip screwdriver is not advisable because many components are sensitive to magnets. Question number 2. You have a failed CTR monitor that you must dispose of safely. Which of the following is used to discharge voltage properly from the unplugged computer monitor? A. Anti-static wrist strap. B. Screwdriver. C. High voltage probe. D. Power cord. The answer here is C. High voltage probe. A high voltage probe can dissipate the high voltage stored in a CRT. An anti-static wrist strap should not be worn near a high voltage potential, such as CRT monitor. A screwdriver can dangerously arc the voltage and is not the proper way to discharge a unit. A power cord supplies power to a CRT monitor. Question number 3. One of your coworkers just spilled a chemical solvent in a warehouse, and you've been asked to help clean it up. Which of the following must contain information about chemical solvents emergency cleanup procedures? A. OSHA. B. MSDS. C. Product label. D. CRT. The answer here is 3. The answer here is B. MSDS. MSDS stands for Material Safety Data Sheet, and it will have the necessary information about the cleanup procedures. OSHA stands for Safety and Health Administration. It's an organization that oversees safety in the workplace. The product label may or may not have this information. And CRT is cathode ray tube, is a monitor that uses glass tube. Question number 4. You are purchasing an inkjet printer cartridge for home use that you know has an MSDS. How do you obtain the MSDF for this product? A. The store is required to give you one at the time of purchase. It is contained in the packaging of the printer cartridges. C. You're not legally allowed to have an MSDS for this product. D. You should visit the printer cartridge manufacturer's website. The answer here is D. You should visit the printer cartridge manufacturer's website. You can download the MSDS by visiting the printer cartridge manufacturer's website. The store is not required to furnish an MSDS at the time of purchase. The manufacturer is not required to furnish an MSDS with the packaging of the product, and you are legally allowed to have an MSDS for products as per OSHA. Question number 5. In the interest of a safe work environment, which of the following should you report? Choose two. A. An accident. B. A near accident. C. Spills on the floor inside a building. D. Rain forecasted for a workday. The answer here is both A and C. Of course, you'll have to report an accident and spills on the floor inside a building. Question number 6. What is the appropriate minimum level of static charge for humans to feel a shock? A. 300 volts. B. 3000 volts. C. 30,000 volts. And D. 300,000 volts. The answer here is B. 3000 volts. 7. Your work environment has been unusually dry lately, and several components have been damaged by ESD. Your team has been asked to be extra careful about ESD damage. Which of the following measures can be implemented to reduce the risk of ESD? Choose two. A. Use an anti-static wrist strap. B. Use an anti-static bag. C. Spray disinfectant spray. D. Shuffle your feet. The answer here are both A and B. Use an anti-static wrist strap and use an anti-static bag. So the anti-static wrist strap allows you to ground yourself to dissipate a static charge, and using the anti-static bags allows for an uniform charge around a component. Question number 8. Which of the following are OSHA requirements for a safe work environment that must be followed by employers? Choose two. A. Attend yearly OSHA safe work environment seminars. B. Provide properly maintained tools and equipment. C. Have an OSHA employee stationed within 5 miles of the facility. D. Display an OSHA poster in a prominent location. The answers here are B and C. Providing properly maintained tools and equipment is a requirement for an OSHA compliant workplace. Displaying an OSHA poster is a prominent location is also a requirement for an OSHA compliant workplace. Question number 9. Your office just added 20 new workstations and your manager has put you in charge of configuring them. The users need to have Microsoft Office installed. What should you do to install Microsoft Office properly on these computers? A. Ensure that the company has the proper license to install 20 additional copies. B. Agree with the open source license agreement during installation. C. Use the personal license key for an assistance system to install Office on the new computers. D. Follow normal installation procedures. Nothing else needs to be done. The answer here is A. Ensure that the company has the proper licenses to install 20 additional copies. Question number 10. Your office is moving from one floor of a building to another, and you are part of the moving crew. When moving computer equipment, which of the following are good procedures to follow? Choose two. Lift by bending over the waist. That's the first option. B. Carry CRT monitors with the glass face away from your body. C. Use a cart for heavy objects. And D. Ensure that there are no safety hazards in your path. The answers here are C and D. If you're gonna have to move heavy objects, use a cart. And when you're moving from one location to the other, just make sure that there's no safety hazards in the path. Question number 11. You just removed 4 AA alkaline batteries from a remote control device. What is the recommended way to dispose of these batteries? A. Throw them in the trash. B. Incinerate them. C. Take them to a recycling center. D. Flush them down the toilet. Do not flush batteries down the toilet. The answer here is C. Take them to a recycling center. Alkaline batteries should be taken to a recycling center, as always, so they can be recycled. Question number 12. When replacing a hard drive, you discover prohibited material on a user's laptop. What should you do first? Choose 2. A. Destroy the prohibited material. B. Confiscate and preserve the prohibited material. C. Confront the user about the material. D. Report the prohibited material through the proper channels. The answers here are B and C. You can confiscate and preserve the prohibited material and confront the user about the material. So, asking them as to why they have that type of material on their system in the first place, and so forth. Question number 13. You need to investigate how to protect credit card data on your network. Which information should you research? A. PCI DSS. B. GDPR. C. PHI. D. PII. The answer here is A. PCI DSS. PCI DSS stands for Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. GDPR stands for General Data Protection Regulation. It's used for protecting EU citizens. PHI stands for Protected Health Information. Any data that defines a patient or ailment of a patient. PII stands for Personally Identified Information. Any information that can be used to identify a person. Question number 14. Which class of fire extinguisher? Question number 14. Which class of fire extinguisher is recommended for use in a wood and paper fire? A, B, C, or D? So which class is best to use when there's a fire regarding wood or paper? The answer here is A. You will use a Class A fire extinguisher. For flammable liquids, you will use a Class B. For electrical fires, you will use a Class C. And for flammable metals, you will use a Class D. So it goes down the list. So A, B, C, D. A is like the least dangerous one, then B, it's like a mid-level, then high level, and then very high level. That's the list I put it in so I can, know it and memorize it well. Question 15. Which of the following are common types of screwdrivers? Choose 2. A. Circular. B. Phillips. C. Torx. D. Helix. The answers here are B and C. Phillips and Torx. These are the most common types of screwdrivers. Question number 16. Which of the following are elements of a good workplace safety plan? Choose 2. A. Periodic workplace inspections. B. A safety and health training program. C. Retribution for employees who report violations. D. An independent third-party auditor of the safety plan. The answers here are A and B. Question number 17. What is the recommended use on magnetic tip screwdrivers inside computers? A. Do not use them. B. It's okay to use them, but keep them away from the processor. C. Keep them away from the RAM. D. Only if they are the powered variety. The answer here is A. Do not use them, because they tend to damage any components that have magnetic. Question number 18. Which of the following are usually contained on an MSDS? Choose 2. A. Freezing point. B. Handling and storage instructions. C. Personal protection instructions. D. Salinity levels. Sorry, my spelling is not the best. Pronunciation, I meant. Okay, the answers here are B and C. Handling and storage instructions. Personal protection instructions. So MSDS stands for Material Safety Data Sheets. Question number 19. Which of the following are OSHA requirements for a safe work environment that must be followed by employees? Choose 2. A. Immediately report all accidents to OSHA. B. Use protective gear and equipment. C. Attend safety training. D. Follow all employer implemented health and safety rules. The answers here are B and C. Use protective gear and equipment. C. Attend safety training. This is the requirements from OSHA that need to be followed by employees. Question number 20. Which of the following types of batteries are not considered environmental hazards? A. Alkaline. B. Nickel metal hydride. C. Nickel cadmium. B. Button cell. So which of these batteries are not considered environmental hazards? The answer here is B. Nickel metal hydride. So these are not considered environmental hazards. Alkaline batteries used to contain mercury, which is an environmental hazard, so they're assumed to be environmental hazards. Nickel cadmium batteries and button cell batteries are considered environmental hazards. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you stuck through the whole video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions or concerns, and I'll do my best to answer them or reply. Thank you.